How's everyone doing? It's your boy Jeff. We're in dark mode today. Did not turn the light on. We are going to be reacting to the 10-man tag team match. The Canadian Stampede 10-man tag team match, that is, between Team USA, which consists of Stone Cold Steve Austin, Ken Shamrock, Hawk and Animal, and Goldust, versus the Hart Foundation, which consists of Bret the Hitman Hart, Owen Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, British Bulldog, and Brian Pillman. So there's a lot to break down here, and I'm glad that we finally got to do like a multi-man match, like a 10-man match or whatever, because I think this is great training for when we have to break down Survivor Series matches. So there's a lot to get into. I'm going to try the best I can to kind of condense things down to a more pleasurable viewing experience, because I'm going to be honest, man, there's a lot of stuff that happens in these matches, and this is good training for me to learn how to talk about these matches when we do more matches like this, like a Survivor Series, for example. So before the match, Team USA is cutting a promo, and basically everyone has something to say except for Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's trying to stay all business. He just walks out. They come to the ring first. They're getting booed. Of course, this event is in Canada. So, Canada, they're going to be the faces. Farmer's Daughter performs "Oh Canada." And then they kind of pan over to some Canadian wrestling legends and icons in the Canadian wrestling scene that are in attendance to be recognized. Of course, Stu Hart being the more infamous one, who is the reason for the Hart family and the Hart family dungeon, pretty much. Alright, so there's a lot of action in this match, and everything that I say is not going to do it justice. This was a lot of fun. You were always entertained. And one quick thing that I do need to note about Goldust, commentary was saying that Marlena was at home tending to her son, I guess, and that Marlena has to be a mother first, which is cool. I'm glad that they addressed that anyway. So the match starts off with Bret and Stone Cold Steve Austin. They have this stare down, and then they get into it, and then they go back and forth. Bret's taking a little bit of control early. Stone Cold hits a low blow on the Bret to regain control. Never seen that before. Basically, to describe this match, everyone's getting their shit in. Everyone gets an opportunity to get in the ring, to do something. Like Jim the Anvil Neidhart comes in, Stone Cold tags in Shamrock. Shamrock puts him in an ankle lock, but Brian Pillman breaks it up. And that's another story throughout this match, is every time Shamrock would go for a submission, Brian Pillman was there to break it up. Whenever someone would go for a pinfall attempt, Pillman was there to break it up. Pillman was being loyal as hell. He was doing everything he can to help his team, breaking up all the falls. Except for one. Jim the Anvil Neidhart actually did break up. Oh, no, not Jim the Anvil. Animal broke up a sharpshooter that Owen Hart locked in on Goldust. A little later on in the match, British Bulldog tags in and hits a power slam onto Animal, I believe. Animal and Bret are in the ring. Goldust comes in and Bret takes control. He takes Goldust to their corner, kind of hangs him by his feet, so his feet are kind of tangled up in the ropes a little bit. And everyone in that corner just beats the shit out of Goldust. That was actually a pretty fun spot. They ended up doing it again also to Stone Cold Steve Austin later on in the match, but Stone Cold is able to try to fight all of them off before, losing control in the match. So Owen and Animal are in right now. Owen hits a drop kick from the top rope, but Animal hits a power slam and a scoop slam to regain control. Road Warriors, they hit their finish. Big old Tower of Doom, electric chair, clothesline. They hit that, and Jim the Anvil breaks that fall up, and all hell breaks loose. Everyone's fighting all over the place. Fighting in the ring, fighting out in the ring, or outside of the ring. Jim and Stone Cold are in the ring now. Jim tosses Austin into their corner, and they all beat him up. Some more. Austin, of course, is trying to fight out. Pillman tags in. Austin hits a stunner on the Pillman, but Bret attacked Stone Cold's leg, just like Stone Cold attacked Owen Hart's leg a little earlier in the match. And you would hear on commentary that, like, Owen Hart and Stone Cold, they might not be able to return to this match with their severe knee injuries. And spoiler, they return and they play a part in the finish. Oh, no. I'm dark again. There we go. There we go. Computer went out. I love when that happens. Not really. Now I have to figure out where I left off. British Bulldog and Hawker in the ring. Now we see Animal and Jim in the ring. So, like, everyone's just, frequent tags. Everyone's coming in, getting their stuff in. Brett tags in and goes to work. Animal then tags in Shamrock. Pillman makes the save on a submission attempt by Shamrock. There's fighting going on inside and outside of the ring. Goldust breaks up a pinfall attempt from Bret Hart. Bulldog then tags in. Goldust and Bulldog are now the legal men because Goldust would end up tagging in. And he goes for the curtain call, but Pillman is able to break that up with a clothesline or a punch or something. Bulldog then hits a superplex from the top rope. Both guys are down for a while, or not a while, but just for a little bit. And then Stone Cold is, like, limping back to ringside. He tags in, and I think Owen Hart did the same thing. Austin and Hart actually both tag in for this sequence, and they go back and forth. Austin hits a suplex. I almost wanted to say superplex. Brett hits, like, that diving little elbow where the point of the elbow hits the head. And then we have Brett stepping through for the sharpshooter. Animal is there to break it up. Austin then goes for the sharpshooter, but Owen then comes back down to the ring to save Brett the Hitman Hart. Owen and Austin go at it, and then they go to the outside, and Austin decides to fight the entire family pretty much. So, like, he's just throwing shots at Bruce Hart, and he's just beating people up. Doesn't touch Stu or Helen, but he's beating people up. Austin goes back into the ring, and he ends up getting rolled up by Owen Hart for the win. After the match, so all hell breaks loose. Everyone's fighting. Everyone's trying to get their shit in. Cops and security come down to break things up and restore order. The Hart Foundation celebrate in the ring, but Austin comes back for more, and he gets beat down by the Hart Foundation. Security then come back down to the ring. Bret Hart is hammering some punches on Austin. Austin ends up getting cuffed, and he's, like, cussing and, like, going crazy, saying, oh, this is bullshit, and this is horse shit, this and that. Austin, while being handcuffed, like, has his arms behind his back, and he's just flipping off everyone with, his hands cuffed behind his back. And then Helen and Stu Hart come into the ring to celebrate, and it's basically a feel-good moment. I know that my description of this match will not do the match itself justice. Like I said, there was a lot going on. Everyone got their shit in. I'm going to give this match, the pre-match stuff, the match itself, and the post-match stuff, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Now, this is the first 4 that I've handed out. Like I said, I'm trying to be consistent with grading. I already know it's going to get thrown out the window at some point when we do these reviews, but I already know. Oh, something that popped up on my phone. I already know, like, that's just how it's going to go, but, yeah, I got to give it a 4 out of 5. The pre-match stuff, it was, like, your traditional stuff, like the interview, and then you have the performance and theatrics and stuff because they're in Canada. It's a big match to help get the big match feel going. And then the match itself, like I said, everyone got